Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna do these coaster molds that I showed in a previous video. I did a huge L&R, which is Lily and Rose, haul. They had a spectacular sale, and I got a bunch of different molds and things from them. So I got two of these little dolphin molds. So what I'm gonna do is put mica powders, paint them in the picture, you know, where the dolphin is and then the water, etc. And for the first one, I'm going to use Magnolia Sunset for the dolphin, which is kind of this reddish color. I know dolphins are usually gray, but I don't have any gray mica powder, and I think that's kind of boring. I'm going to make them kind of colorful. And then for the water, I'm going to use this Snow Queen on the first one. And then the second one, I'm going to use a slightly different blue. This one's called Chameleon Powder Blue Cayenne Purple. So it kind of looks like this. And then for the dolphin, I'm going to use this... called Mermaid's Eyes Chameleon Powder. Kind of this goldy, greenish, I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but it's reflective. So I'm going to use those two. And then I'm going to kind of make a little bit of a sunset on, or sunrise on top. I'm going to use, I haven't used this before, but I also got this from Lily and Rose. It is... it's called Emily. It's a glow powder, actually. I haven't used this yet. Looks really cool. This yellowy, like sunrise. I'm gonna see if I have an orange I can add along with it, so that I can make it, you know, an orange and yellowish, like sunrise. So let's see. Oh, I do have one. I don't remember what brand this is. I bought these a long time ago, but it's just called Orange Yellow. So I'm going to use those two for the sunrise part of it. And the birds I'll probably just make like a goldish something. Alright, so I found in my arsenal of art supplies that I had these brushes. I forgot I had them. So you don't need expensive brushes for mica powders, but for the spaces that I'm doing, you kind of need small, tiny brushes. So I'm going to try this brush here. I don't know the name of the brush, but it's by Artlicious, but I don't know like if there's a style number on it or anything. So I'm going to try to use that and see if this works to get into the small crevices. So I'm going to start with the blue area on this one here and fill in where the water would go, the little the waves. And if you get a little bit in another area, it's okay, you can wipe it out, you know, just get a little tissue and you can wipe it out, or you can leave it. You can do whatever you like. You know, it doesn't have to be super realistic. You know, as like I said, I'm doing the dolphin not in a grayish color because I don't have one, and I want to give it some life and make it colorful. Now, these have a little spot right here where you could... I think it's meant to be like an ornament. I'm not really sure. You could hang it outside, like near a window. You could do all kinds of things with it, but I'm going to set this up as an ornament. I'm doing another craft show coming up. So I'm going to, the last one I just did, unfortunately I didn't do a, I did not do a vlog of it because it was limited time for setting up, and I just didn't have time to do all that. So unfortunately I wasn't able to get one for you guys, but I'm doing another one coming up. And I'll see if I have time to get a little bit of clips from that, at least some pictures. So what I'm doing here is I took just a little paper towel with some alcohol. And, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but at least I can get some of the stuff that I don't want the blue on. I can kind of wipe it off just a little bit. Again, not perfect, but, you know, good enough. And like I said, you could leave it that way if you wanted to, but I just want to clean it up just a little bit. So here I'm just, again, very lightly getting into the little crevices of the wave here. This spot over here is really, really tiny. It's hard to see on camera, but where I'm just getting right here, it's really crazy right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done here. All right, and then I guess actually I will color this in since it is kind of part of the water. I could have done like a two-tone, like a different color blue sort of, to kind of give a little contrast. And actually, you know what I might do? I gotta see if I can find, I have this kind of a white chameleon, or not chameleon, but I have this white powder, mica powder that I got. It's kind of glittery. The question is, where did it go? Well, I'm not sure where it is at the moment, so I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. And I'll move on to the next step. Which will be the dolphin. So again, I'm going to use the Magnolia Sunset for that. And you want to just wipe off your brush just a little bit. Don't need to go too crazy, just to get that blue off so you don't get a multicolor. I think this is going to be a pretty dolphin, going to be unique in color for sure. But like I said, I wanted something that will show up and be bright. I didn't want, you know, your boring, average, not that it's boring, but I didn't want your average dolphin. When you're doing things like this, remember, it doesn't have to be exactly what people expect it to be. You can make it whatever you want. You can make a black dolphin, you can make a red one, you can make green, you know, whatever you want. Doesn't always have to be super realistic. You can make it fun and do different things. Alright, so now we got the dolphin colored in. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use a slightly bigger brush. Let's see, probably, it's not much bigger, but I'm going to show you the, so this was the one I was using. And then this is the one I'm going to be using, if it'll focus. Oh, there we go. So, sorry guys, not focusing, but I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's just slightly slightly wider than the last one I was using. I apologize that it wasn't focusing, but anyway, so we're gonna use, like I said, this glow yellow, and then we're also gonna use this orange, and we're just gonna kind of mix and match. You don't need to put it anywhere specific. You can just kind of, you know, like a sunset has different, when you look at the sky, it's got blues and oranges and pinks, that kind of. So each time you do it, remember, just kind of dip your brush a little bit. Oh wow, I never used this powder before. It's kind of, I'm not sure if this will work for what I want. I thought it was more of a mica powder. Oh, there it goes. Actually, it will. It might not be as bright as I was hoping, but I guess we'll find out. Like I said, I've never used this before. This would be good if you wanted to mix into the resin, as opposed to doing what I'm doing, is just brushing it on. So I'll try another time using that and see what happens. And I am gonna throw a pink in there. I'm gonna use this this other mica powder. It's just called pink. No special name for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of that in there. And again, you know, I'm just making this like a sunset you would see, or a sunrise you would see, you know, in the sky, just kind of sporadic. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of this yellow, but let me see if the problem is I don't know if it's supposed to be, it's kind of hard. I'm in a group, the Little Lee and Rose Facebook group, so I think I'm going to, I'll ask them in the group if anybody's used it. Maybe it's supposed to be like that, maybe I'm using it wrong. It just says glow powder in the color Emily, so I don't know if it's meant to be used like I'm using it, like a mica powder, or if it's meant to actually go into something like the resin. So I'll have to find out. So we'll see. But anyway, so I'm just gonna, and if you ever get too much, like I have a little too much powder in there, but I don't really want to blow it off because it'll go into the other. Just flip it over and just kind of tap it out. And then it will go away. I'm going to put just a little bit down here. Again, I'm just going to tap that excess off. And then, let's see, I'm gonna do, I'll do this gold that I have. I'm gonna go back to the other brush I just had, which was, where did it go? Oh, that's right here. I'm gonna use this one to fill in the birds, and I'm gonna use the mermaid's eye that I'm gonna use over on this one, and just fill in the little hole here. For where the bird is. And I'm just going to do them both the same color because they look like the same style of bird, so I'm just going to make them the same. Alright, so, and for the sunset on the other one, I think I'm going to do the same. So I'm just going to set these off to the side for a second until I'm ready for them. And for this one, I'm going to do, it's the blue cayenne purple for the water and the waves. So I wanted to, I forgot, I wanted to let you guys know that owl that I made in a previous video. I I'm actually excited that I sold that one at my last craft show. It was at the Elks Club in where I live. They have an Elks Lodge. And so every year they do a couple of different craft shows, but this one they did their winter craft show, the Holiday Boutique. And I couldn't believe it. I actually sold it before the event actually started. I sold it to someone that was also, her husband had a table there, but she was also part of the Elks Club herself. She was like the High Exalter or something like that. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Elks Club, but they have people that run it with different positions, just like a company, like vice president, president, all that stuff. So I was very excited that I sold that because I wasn't sure that if it was going to be a seller or not. But the lady that saw it got so excited because she loves owls. So I was excited to sell it to her, and she was excited to have it. So let me know. I was thinking about making another one to see if that will be a seller as well. I won't have time to do it for the next craft show, which is this coming Friday. But I will, however, try, if you want me to make another video, I will. And I'll try, I don't have any other craft shows coming up after this one just yet. I'm hoping that I may have some during February for like Valentine's. You know, things like that. I'm not really sure. I'm still new to this whole craft show and trying to figure out who's having them and when and how I can get on their lists to continue to do for the, you know, years following. So I've joined a bunch of Facebook groups specifically for finding people that do craft shows, and it's not only people that are looking for craft shows, but people that are hosting the craft shows and all that. But the problem is, because I'm so new to this and I am selling items, but not to the extent of a person, you know, with a full-time business. Like this is not my full-time, you know, full-time job. So until I get to that point, I don't want to drive too far. And that's because when you do these shows, you have to not only account for your time from being there, but your gas and everything that it costs to get you to where you need, you know, where this event is. So some of these events are like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And like I said, if I knew I was going to sell stuff for sure, I would, you know, make more of an effort to go to these ones that are farther away. But until then, I try to do the ones that are closer to me. So, let's see. I have this other yellow from that other, like I said, I don't know what brand it is, but I'm going to try this yellow. I'm going to see if I can actually add a little bit to this one, because I just didn't like the way that one was coming out. This one's a little bit brighter. It may still, because I did put that one first, it may still have a glow to it because I put it first, but I'm not really sure. We'll see. But like I said, I just didn't really care for, I'll have to ask about that in the group, but I just didn't really care for that color. All right, so now I'm going to move back over here to kind of do this sunset, and I think the same brush I'm using will actually be fine. The bigger one didn't really make that big of a difference. And you want to get into this little crevice right here too, to make sure you get everything filled. So also let me know in the comments if you guys prefer me when I talk in the videos, or when I just kind of do, you know, the video and just show you with music and stuff, because sometimes I have a hard time figuring out what to say, and I feel like I need to keep talking, and then sometimes I feel like I'm rambling. So let me know if you guys like these. I'll try to do more of them. Maybe I can do like a combo of some of each. But I feel like I start talking and then I feel like I'm rambling on. But if you guys like them, I'll try to do more of them. All right, let's get some of that orange in there now. And you could, so it's up to you guys. I'm gonna see if I can show you, but there's a little bit of a rim right there, or I mean, I can see better up here. So you can take that color all the way up the side if you want to. You don't have to. I didn't on the other one necessarily, but I think I will, just because that way it won't be clear. Because when you put, I'm gonna put a, well, actually no, I'm not gonna do clear. I'm gonna do not a super dark color, but I am gonna do somewhat of a dark color, because with mica powders, the darker the background, the more vibrant your colors will be showing. So when I flip this over, you'll actually see. So what happens is if I put a darker color over this, when you take it out, it's gonna look this way. Like you take the ornament out, and it's actually the part that is now the bottom will be the top, because if you put a dark color over, obviously if you won't be able to see anything from this side of it. So yeah, so it's a good idea also, like I said, to go, it's up to you, but I like to go up to the top. Don't know why I didn't on this one, but we're gonna, just so when you pull it out, you could see everything on the sides. All right, so now I just need to do the birds on this one, which again, I'm gonna do same thing as I did on this one. Actually, you know what? I'm not, because I just realized that's the color I did the... But I am going to retouch this because it looked like I didn't get quite enough in there. Alright, so let's see. Maybe I'll do the same color I did the dolphin in this one. I'll do the birds and like that, so it'll be like this reddish pinky. Alright, so I have my epoxy not mixed, but I have in separate containers ready to mix, so that I can mix on camera with you guys. I didn't want to mix it ahead of time because the longer you wait, the more set up it gets. And you know what I did forget? I'm gonna go grab really quick once I mix this together in a second. You gotta wear gloves. Sometimes I forget to do that. And I actually need to order more gloves. I'm running low. And the other thing, which I've mentioned in previous videos, is you wanna wear, you should wear a respirator mask when doing this. But I'm outside in a well-ventilated area, so I don't always need to. But let me, I have a glove right here. If I can, I try to save my gloves. since I'm using it just to pour, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. The batch I'm doing, I probably want to mix it for about a minute or so. Making sure you're scraping, getting to the bottom and the sides. And then I'll have to figure out what color. Oh, here's that. Oh my gosh, it was right on my table the whole time. That white. It's the one I was gonna use. What is this? Oh, it's called Heidi. But anyways, we'll do that, save that for another project. So let me know, are you guys ready for the holidays coming up? It's gonna be here before you even know it. And also, do you guys celebrate Christmas or some other holiday? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what holidays that you celebrate, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Those are just a couple I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, let me know what you guys celebrate and what you're looking forward to for the holidays. Do you spend it with, you know, big family, or just small, your immediate family? I remember when I was a kid, we used to do huge Christmas gatherings, either at my aunt and uncle's house or my grandma's house. And it would be my mom's side of the family and my dad's side, so it was pretty big, and it was exciting for Christmas, especially Christmas, all the presents and just being with the family and stuff. But now everybody's grown up and married and have their own kids, and a lot of people don't live in the same area here anymore, so we don't really do the whole, you know, huge family thing like we used to. All right, now let's see. I have to figure out what color. If I do black, it'll really show up, but I also could do, I don't know how it would look if I did a glitter as the background. Let me see. You know, I'm gonna try it. I don't know how this is gonna work out. Do I? Sometimes I wish you guys could tell me what to do, but only in the comments. Yeah, I'm gonna try this black. I'm gonna try this. So this is Lily and Rose Glitter, and it is the color Anakin. It's kind of hard to see in the bag because it's black, but it's a super fine glitter, so I'm going to add some of that to here and mix it up and see if I might need a little bit more. And you can kind of tell by when it drips off the, I might need just a tiny bit more, because when it drips off, it's a tiny bit opaque still. So I'm going to put just a tiny bit more. All right, that should be good. And hopefully this will be enough resin to fill this guy, but we'll see. You know me, not measuring. Okay. So before I pour this, I'm going to take my little torch and just lightly, quickly get some of the bubbles out. Nothing too crazy. I'll do more after I get it in there, but I just want to get that started. I think this should be enough. All right, I'm gonna use my little silicone tool to kind of spread it out a little bit. That'll help get it to the sides. And then you'll know if you need, if you're gonna need more, but I think this should be good for what I have here. And again, this type of mold does not need to be filled to the top. You can, you know, either way, but I think what I have here is actually pretty good as far as the amount. It's not like quite to the top, but it's good. So I'm going to take a little bit out of my cup here and just drip it into this hole. This is another thing that's kind of hard to make sure. You definitely want to make sure you get it filled though, because otherwise it's not gonna, you won't be able to hang it. Alright, so that looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill my other mold here. And I think I may have enough. I'm gonna pour just a little bit more in here. Perfect. And you know, this stuff is expensive, the resin, so I try to scrape every little bit that I can out into my project. Perfect. So I think that was a little over an ounce total for both of these. So I think that's a good... I probably mentioned this before in a video, but the best way to measure... I used to use water to measure the volume of these. But then somebody I saw in a group said you can use like dried rice, or maybe, well, probably rice is best because it's smaller pieces. But you measure, you dump the rice in, fill it up, and then weigh the rice, and that'll tell you your measurement by volume of the mold that you're working with. Alright, so that's perfect. So now I'm just going to take my torch again and just literally lightly go over it. You don't want to go too much because you can burn these molds. And if you're using alcohol inks in here, you don't want to use your torch. You want to use 91% isopropyl alcohol. So I have mine in a spray bottle here. I just prefer the torch if I'm not using alcohol inks. So we're gonna let these guys set up. It's gonna take a while. It's mid-morning right now. Oh, actually probably mid-afternoon right now. So we'll let these set up, and then we'll come back when they're ready and we will demold them, and I will show you what they look like. Hopefully they turn out really good with the black background once I flip it out. So we'll see. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. And again, let me know if you prefer shorter videos with me just showing music and just showing you guys what I'm doing, or do you prefer where I talk like this and kind of explain what I'm doing. So let me know in the comments below what you guys prefer. And also, if you would like to see me do another clock video, I want to see if I can order a different type of clock other than the owl. You know, just your basic round clock. So I'll see about getting something like that at some point. And yeah, I'll let you guys know if I get something like that. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will come back and show you the results in a little bit. Hey guys, I'm back. I wanted to pop on and show you that it's been probably 4 hours since I did this when I first started taping, and it's still not setting up. So I think I may have accidentally used 2 of part A or part B. I'm not sure which one, because I mixed it really well. and it's just not even setting up. I put a little heater in front of it, so I think that's what happened. So hopefully our coloring on the bottom, because I'm gonna have to take this out and re-pour, so I'm hoping that the color on the bottom doesn't come along with it. I guess we'll find out together. So I'm disappointed that that happened, but this goes to show you that I've been doing this for 3 years now, and sometimes I make mistakes. So I'm remixing another batch, and as we're speaking, and I'll add a little bit of glitter to it in just a minute. So first, I gotta get this stuff out. I'm just gonna use the old container that I mixed it in originally. And I'm gonna take this bigger scooper that I have. And, oh, it looks like the color's still staying in there, so that's good. So I gotta get as much of this out as I can. I may have to, even though the color's in there. Alright guys, we're back. So I ended up having to take these to the sink to wash them and dry them out. So I'm gonna have to color them again, unfortunately. I will fast forward you guys through this so that you don't have to sit there through a whole nother process again. And I made sure I mixed the right two this time, so hopefully they'll cure faster. And then I can pop these guys out and show you what they look like. Hey guys, it's the next morning, And I'm ready to demold these. They're still quite bendy, but we're gonna go ahead and take them out just so we can see, and then I will flatten them out to let them cure up. So here's the first one. This is with the goldish dolphin and the blue, I think the darker blue waters. That one looks really cool. And then we've got this one, which had a brighter color blue for the water and a reddish color for the dolphin. They both look pretty cool. I like them both. Which one do you like better? Let me know in the comments down below. So we've got the darker blue and the brighter blue, and the red dolphin and more of the gold dolphin. The sunset, or excuse me, the sunrise portion was kind of the same, but this one you can't see the orange as much as you can on this one. So let me know what you guys think. And I'm gonna turn these into ornaments for my craft show that I have coming up this Friday. So I'm gonna add these to my my display of ornaments. I'll try to take pictures. I may not be able to take video, as it's gonna be a pretty quick setup. And it takes a while for me to get everything ready. So if I can, I will videotape. If not, I will at least try to take some pictures of my display tables so that you guys can at least see that. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.